Alyssa Thompson. In this video, we're going to be breaking down Alyssa Thompson's flagrant foul against Caitlin Clark and then against Angel Reese the game before. If you guys don't know, Alyssa Thompson plays for the Connecticut Suns. She's one of their star players, and she was just on Team USA for the Olympics women's team that just won gold for USA. But recently, Alyssa Thompson has been in the news for the wrong reasons. As you guys can see in this video here, these are a few flagrant fouls that Alyssa Thompson has been bidding on the few superstars and faces of the WNBA recently. So the first game is when the Connecticut Suns faced the Chicago Skies. And this was a flagrant foul that she did against Angel Reese and Kennedy Carter as well. So this is Alyssa Thompson right here, and this is Angel Reese right here. I mean, as you guys can see, that was a clear push. Like, this was not an accident right here. And then you have Kennedy Carter that's already on the floor right here. She pushed Angel Reese right into her. And I'm honestly not surprised that Kennedy Carter didn't like break a ligament or was fractured her foot or anything, because Angel Reese is a big person, and the fact that she got pushed like that right into her own teammate honestly just says a lot about Alyssa Thompson, man. Very unnecessary play right there, man. Very unnecessary play. But for the main play is what Alyssa Thompson did. Caitlin Clark. So if you guys don't know, the Connecticut Suns just were playing the Indiana Fever, and they actually lost 84-80 against the Connecticut Suns last night. And this is what Alyssa Thompson did to Caitlin Clark on the screen right here. Caitlin Clark, and this is Alyssa Thompson right here. She just decked her. She just decked her in a WNBA game. You guys see this right here? Literally a shoulder check. That's literally a shoulder check. Like, she seen that she was coming, she just shoulder checked Caitlin Clark like that. And this was called no foul or anything on this play. Nothing was called on this play. Not a flagrant foul, not nothing. So you're sitting me telling me you can just go around doing this to the faces of the WNBA? Like, this is honestly just ridiculous, man. This was honestly a deliberate move, as you guys can see from this video footage here of Alyssa Thompson shoulder checking Caitlin Clark off of that screen. Like, honestly, this could have been really bad, and Alyssa Thompson should honestly be grateful that she didn't injure none of these players by doing this, if we're going to be honest with you, man. Like, she literally could have broke Caitlin Clark's jaw off of that. She literally could have broke her jaw just off of that shoulder check right there. Like, this was honestly very deliberate, as we guys can see. If you guys don't know, Alyssa Thompson, she's one of the best players in the WNBA, and she was just on Team USA, was just won gold. She plays for the Connecticut Suns, the second best team in the WNBA, and last year she was being considered of winning the MVP. Like, this is how great of a player Alyssa Thompson is, and the fact that she's resorting to doing this against Caitlin Clark, the face of the WNBA, and then the previous games as well as to Angel Reese as well. I mean, this is honestly just uncalled for. And I honestly think this calls for a flagrant foul. Like, the fact that there was no flagrant foul called on this honestly just says a lot, man. It's ridiculous at this point. And if I was the commissioner, I would honestly suspend her. But I digress. But yeah, this is honestly very uncalled for. And this is another angle of her doing this as well. The full sequence right here. Caitlin Clark buries a step back three-pointers. Those are Keratin's face. DC makes it three and gives the look. Then CC immediately cooks her right back. Then Alyssa Thompson retaliates with a cheap shoulder check. Literally a straight shoulder check. So this was the play right here where Alyssa Thompson shoulder checked Caitlin Clark. And the fact that this was not called a flagrant foul is still mind-blowing to me. Like, this should have been called a flagrant foul. Like, there's no way you're just allowed to shoulder check a player like this, as you guys can see. Look at this. Straight shoulder checked her right there, man. And then she's pleading her case that she didn't do anything wrong. Like, this is honestly just ridiculous, man. But this isn't the first time she did it. As I showed you guys the video earlier, what she did to Angel Reese and Kennedy Carter flagrantly just pushed Angel Reese with no regards, and Angel Reese tumbled in Kennedy Carter's whole leg. Like, Kennedy Carter could have honestly like broken her leg or a ligament, but it's great that no injuries thankfully didn't happen to Angel Reese, and no injuries happened to Caitlin Clark during these altercations. But this is honestly not a good look for Aaliyah Thompson, and the fact that she was trying to plead her case after that, after saying it was basically not a foul, like it was just a regular screen, not a flagrant foul, is honestly just ridiculous. Alyssa Thompson, she knows what she's doing, and she knows what she did right there. So hopefully this does not happen going forward again. Well, there will be consequences. I honestly feel like there should be consequences for what she did to Caitlin Clark, but there's not going to be any consequences. But it's good to honestly just point out what these players are doing, and hopefully Alyssa Thompson thinks twice before doing these flagrant acts again, because this is honestly deliberately, as you guys can see, a deliberate shoulder check on Caitlin Clark, and then just deliberately pushing Angel Reese on the ground into another teammate, which both of these could have resulted in serious injuries and serious consequences. I honestly feel like if any of these players would have gotten injured off of these plays, she definitely would have gotten suspended. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about Alyssa Thompson flagrant fouls like this. Do you guys think she deserved a flagrant foul, or do you think she deserved the worst? Maybe even a suspension of a game?